Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, people on YouTube, actually. Okay, so, by the way, just people on past broadcasts, hiya. We are streaming on Sunday here on YouTube, which we don't typically do. We always do Saturdays and Sundays over at twitch.tv, just because it's a fun time to have both, at least when you can. Anyways, but today we're streaming on YouTube because YouTube archives streams, and I kind of want this to be out in the open, and also, out on our channel for as much time as I can get, essentially. But the other thing is, I always make these videos ever since the very first update. Ever since the very first update of Genshin, whenever there's a dev live stream kind of thing, I've always talked about it. But the more I think about it, the more I think it fits better in a community sense, aka a stream, where I can actually talk to you guys about what's new, be excited about what's new, and also hear what you guys are most excited for, and etc., rather than just me talking about it and kind of jumping through it in the same way that I would do a stream. And yeah, it's basically just, I think it fits better in like a stream day. Also, again, I'm very excited. Shinhee looks really cool. Yunjin looks, to me, even better. But that does not mean Yunjin is, Shinhee. That doesn't mean Shinhee is not absolutely stacked. Also, I might just be here with me, myself, and I, because I've conditioned you guys to know that we always stream on Twitch on Sundays. So, that's why we're streaming a little earlier, just to try to get ahead of it. Also, we will be playing together as a community. This is Sunday, which is our Play Together stream as well. Also, a heads up, there's no video coming out today. This is the video, so hopefully you guys are cool with that. Regardless, what was I about to say? Completely blanked out. What do you call it? I looked into Shinhee's kit again. Maybe, possibly, who knows? Ugh. But she has pretty high attack buffing capabilities, especially with her in combination with like Bennett's would, I think, be pretty nuts. And I think they played up Yunjin's like support, like damage conversion too much to where they made it sound like Yunjin, the Geo girl, is gonna like supersede other non-elemental characters, and it's good, and it's off of a percentage of her defense, which is what's nutty. So yeah, you're gonna get attack scaling based on her defense. So if you have a stupid high defense, and if that compounds with Garu buffing defense, then she's actually giving you more attack than you can ordinarily attain, I think. But with that being said, we'll see. I do think for Yunjin, it's gonna be a pretty easy build. Just tons and tons of defense should get you right where you need to be. Because again, a lot of hers is a percentage of her base defense, which could be nutty, and that's converting in some ways to giving you normal attack bonuses, which is really, really good. As far as one thing I was not expecting us getting a brand new Archon quest, aka a story quest. That shit came out left field for me, your boy. That was weird. Also, for the love of God, people, please go to our Discord and not for us, but for this, get the codes, because they expire fast. If you don't get them probably by the time you're seeing the stream, or a couple hours after the stream is done, you may have missed your opportunity, because these fuckers expire really quickly. Although maybe they changed it. Nope. No, it's bad. You better hurry. Yeah, they're gonna expire tonight at 11 p.m. Give or take, it could be different because time zone weirdness, but still. As far as the deals, as far as the event things, I don't know how I feel about the weird, like, it's beautiful, and I'm happy to see a face to the people who make such a wonderful game. But there was a lot of reading with this whole bit of business, which some of y'all are like, dude, I love reading. I'm like, you know what, man? I kind of like to look at the scenery. But anyways, but let's check out Yunjin. Yeah, Yunjin. Nope. Shinhee. Yunjin is the one I'm like thinking a lot about, because she's the one that we're all gonna get for free. Which, by the way, just to kind of summarize all of this, you're just kind of getting like a peek behind the curtain. So in whatever crazy world, I am the content creator of Genshin, for you. There's some great content creators. Thank you. I don't think that's justified, but anyways. Yeah, what do you call it? So the biggest thing that we're getting here, and this thing that some of the people have been saying in the community at large in Genshin, is just how insane, and I mean insane. Nub says sub equals dub. What do you mean? Did I say dub? Sorry, I meant sub. I don't like the sub thing. It's too much reading. But Also, what is good, Nub? Love to have you, buddy. Thank you so much for stopping by. I was really worried. Nub, it just might be me and you here, buddy. Because we usually stream on Twitch, but because of archiving, I wanted this video to stay on the channel. So we changed it up, but people might not be ready for that. And yeah. Ugh. Anyways, there we go. Let's get Lone Syndicate, people popping in. But when it comes to the overarching consensus of what is it, 2.4? 2.4. It seems like people are blown away at MiHoYo's prioritization of like giving us a shit ton of stuff. I don't know where they show it, but like it eventually at some point shows you all of the things that they're giving us, and it's a lot. It's a lot of a lot. It's like we're getting a free 4-star character. All of Liwei's characters are on the loot pool. Which is huge. We're also getting a free Yunjin. Like, that's awesome. That's a great idea. Hey, here's a new character, and here's a free copy just to fucking profit, love, and get. That's big pooba. You know what I mean? Also, dude, I don't mean to be that guy. I am an uncultured swine, but I didn't really like Yunjin's opera sing. I know it's like accurate to China, or like what is it called, opera. But I don't know. To me, being a filthy, disgusting Westerner, I was like, I don't know, man. It sounds. I prefer like the Halo kind of thing. As basic as it is, I like it. But Yunjin kind of was just like, okay, oh, yes, tradition, great age, all that. Anyways, but that's kind of fucked up. But anyways. Yeah, just we're getting 10 antiquated wishes, or essentially like banner characters or weapon banner wishes, 10 of them as login rewards. That's fantastic. We're getting the prop hunt event back. We're not getting Theater Mechanicus, which was surprising. We're also getting a free skin for Nin Wang, and a paid for skin for Keqing, which Keqing's skin looks, I like the color change, but it does, like even like both Nin Wang and Keqing, both, no, it's Keqing and Nin Wang, yeah. Keqing and Nin Wang, both their skins look kind of like a reskin, you know? They're not like, yeah, like at least with Barbara and whatnot, it seemed like some pretty peak things, you know? Also, what's good, Roger? Roger says, it could be uttered of a 2.4 live stream. Nin Wang skin, Yunjin, Jade Chamber returns. That is all I could focus upon. It's true, yeah. Nin Wang skin, I do prefer Nin Wang skin over Keqing's. But I do like the dark, like, again, it gets me excited for, like, it does seem like it was the weird, like, inverse, like, reskin, which I like, when you, like, characters have really bright attire, but then you kind of flip the palette. Love that. That's sick. Nub says, by the way, is it too cold for you as well? Not for me. What do you call it? Nub. For me, over here in my neck of the woods, it's minus 30, so it's still pretty cold, but it's not like we've had minus 40 here once, and it was like death. But the windshield's kicking a lot of our asses. Like if you're walking against a windshield and it's like smashing you in the forehead, Nub, it'll cook you. It'll just break through your flesh real rough. Not great. Anyway, Canada nightmare. But this, ladies and gentlemen, okay, listen. I know Shinhye is like people's favorite. Like, look at this. She's got crate. She can teleport. She does this massive AoE hit, which, by the way, it seems like it's always. You should always do her massive AoE hit because it's on a 1-to-1 cooldown if you do it that way. It's kind of weird how that works. Anyways, but yeah. But as much as she looks cool and like you got this little spectral ghost just kind of fucking shit up, kind of neat. I don't know, dude. Yunjin's out here looking like a fucking animal. Okay, I don't know what it is, just like the gold. The gold to me, that just looks like on a whole different level. You got like flags flying around you. Also, she's buffing up your normal attack damage based on a percentage of, I think, her defense. Which is, I think, the thing that people are like clicking in their head, where they're like, oh, like I think with, what's her name? Shinhye. She buffs based on a flat percentage, like Bennett. So like if you have a high base attack, it may scale off of her attack. Same thing with Sara, I think, something like that. It could just buff your base attack and not be scaled off of their minimum base attack, if that makes any sense. But I don't know about that. But what I do know is I think, I'm not 100% about this, but with Yunjin, I think Yunjin scales off of her percentage of defense. I kind of want to check that over just before so I'm not fake news. Give me a hot minute. I'm not sure. But I think that's what makes, to me, like, Yunjin stand out a little bit. Because whenever it says, that means you can, especially with all of those characters, where is it, Beta, Yunjin, sorry, with Garu buffing up her base defense, and then she's giving you a percentage of her defense. That's pretty crazy. Also, apparently she scales off energy recharge. Alright, guess it's weird, but okay. But anyways, yes, her alt increases damage increase. Yeah, I think it's based off of defense. Yeah, based off of 54% of her defense. Yeah, so it scales off of her defense, and I believe what the damage increase does is when normal attacks and damage deal to that opponent, bonus damage is it geo damage? Let me see. According to the number. Oh, also this can trigger 30 times. So I think it's like an additive hit. So like when you hit something, it may pop. Although her counterattack also seems fun. For people for people like me who are heathens who never got to experience Bido, this would be a cool time. Also, it's even more skill-based because you gotta wait for the perfect timing and then you're just like, "Fah!" and you'll whap them. And it scales off of your defense. I don't know, I'm really excited for Yunjin, especially considering each one of us gets a free copy. Although I will say, Yunjin at C1? No, not C1. It's C2. Yeah, C2. She's giving like a 15% normal attack buff. Toma, like Toma gives you like 20 or something, and that's his final constellation. Toma, you suck. Anyways. Characters upon the effect. What's her final one? Oh, okay. She gives attack speed. Oh, dude. It's so funny because if you like look at all of these characters, Yunjin, Garu, and Ito, they're like made to patch or just amplify each other like to a crazy extent. But I don't know, man. I really wish there was a character that buffed up attack speed, so the fact that she does that is incredible. Also, yeah, she gets a buff off of her whenever she activates crystallization. Also, she gets less cooldown, which is lovely. So yeah, she just seems like her constellations seem fun. Also, again, the fact that you have like 12 extra attack speed, it's just nice. You know what I mean? That's just nice. Nub says it's is just us. It's probably definitely just us. Yeah, I was prepared. For just you, myself, and I. Nope. Lone Zinga says never. Yeah, I was about to say, Roger, how fucking amped are you about the Nin Wong skin? Because you've been rocking the Nin Wong like profile pic forever, so you're cooking essentially. Lone Zinga says, never count me out. I'll always make it here, or I'll try my best. That's what I worry for, Lone Zinga. What do you call it? I don't want to ever make you guys feel like you have to be here because I'm like, yeah, fucking, I'll feel like horrible. I want you guys to want to be here, you know? If you ever feel like you're obligated, then no, that's not bad. That doesn't make me feel good. It makes me feel like a burden, etc. What do you call it? Lone Zinga says Shinhee looking great and Yunjin too. Yeah, Shinhee I think looks aesthetically interesting. It's interesting that like the developers went out of their way to talk about how Shinhee has like a super bad backstory, like prepare to cry levels of shit. Apparently, I've just never heard them like. Well, maybe it's because this is the first time we're actually talking to the developer themselves, kind of, or the head of the team at least. But yes. Nub says, yeah, it was minus 40 a few years. Yeah. Minus 41 where I was. I think it was a little bit over. But also, who's to say that's really true? Because it could be worse because of the windshield. Windshield makes everything horrible. Like, I think people don't realize how cold Canada is until you get hit with a windshield. Like, yeah, it may say it's only 40. You might be like, where I live, it gets to minus 50 or something. But in my neck of the woods, the windshield kicks your ass. I'd rather have, like, super cold weather but no windshield than just like what we essentially have, which is still cold weather but also a crazy hard windshield that just slices through your skin. It's awful. It like chills you to the bone. We're split frozen mid-flight. Yeesh. Lone Syndicate says Nin Wong was like, if it comes to it, I will sacrifice another chamber, and I'm like, you just rebuilt it, you gonna destroy it again. Well, what do you call it? Lone Syndicate? What caught me off guard is Shinhee? Well, she's like an exorcist, right? And we're going to this weird spectral town shit, whatever it is, like this weird. It looks really cool actually. Like the new island place looks dope. So we're going here, and this is apparently like in the the coral region in Inazuma, and Shinji is like an exorcist, and there's like this water god. Also, they kind of spoil the event, but basically, does Shinji get possessed by like the water spirit? Because at the end of like the cinematic trailer for 2.4, they were like, "Hey, guess what? Here's some bullshit." Also, what's good, Red? What's good, Red? What's good, Topic? Good to have you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. But yeah, what do you call it? I'm wondering, do you guys think we're actually going to be fighting Shinji, or do you think it's just going to be like a plot development thing? Because it seems like Yunjin and Shinji are tight for whatever reason. Also, Lone Singer says Shinji and Yunjin, any character that relies on normal attack, charge attack, gonna be insane. Yeah, man. But what do you call it, Lone Singer? Do you know how Shinji buffs? Because I thought Shinji buffed, if I remember, it was like she gives like a good amount of attack. I think at like level 9, she gives like 80 attack scaling buff, which is good. But I don't know, because I look at Yunjin, and she gives a percentage of her base defense to her allies at normal attack. But I don't know if it's like it amplifies your base normal attack, or if it just adds like a separate modifier of damage, kind of like Ball's like hit. But it doesn't say that it does that. The only thing it does say is that she has like 30 expenditures of this, so it's almost like she's like a gun. And she has like, you have 30 shots, 30 normal attacks at impact will detonate. I just don't know if it means 30 attacks will like be gunpowder in your already existing hit, like scaling up your base normal attack, or if it'll just be a separate modifier that's just like packaged onto your basic attack. So you'll hit for your damage and you'll hit for this like Geo Spark. I don't know. It's weird, but it will benefit people for, it seemingly has no cooldown. So people like, Yoimiya or anybody who has like a fast ass attack, a child, etc., will just be able to like hyper attack and expend those 30 hits given the cooldown of her flags, of her ult. We're talking kind of like inside baseball. I'm assuming y'all are heathens like myself and Lone Syndicate who are looking behind the curtain all the time we can. Roger says, it is, but the concept of excellence in a humanoid from Yunjin and Geo enthusiast. Okay. Roger says, I'm so hyped for it. I would say it is literally 99% of what I care about out of the live stream. Really? Minwong does look clean. I will say, I like her. Did they change up her hair, or was it just like an inverse of her color palette? Let's see. I don't really remember where they talked about the skins. I know we've seen it like for a brief moment. Also, what was the weird like Paimon Lego nightmare fuel thing? A little odd, but to each their own. Here we go, baby. Okay. Yeah, man, that looks great. Although, yeah, they did give her a little tiny, I guess, again, it does look like a color swap. It does look like they're just like, what if we just made them pale and like, here's a ton of, honestly, I appreciate the goth aesthetic. You guys know me. Although, yeah, it does actually look like she changed her hair a little bit. Or maybe just the fact that like dark blue makes everything look darker. So it makes her hair look like bone white. Anyway, it looks nice. It looks really, really nice. It looks a little odd though because of the like, glowing orange. Dude, if they wanted to like kill it, they would make you throw like purple tear crystals. Although I think people would be like, is that a new element? And it's like, no, no, it's not. Also, Red says, hey, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much, Red. Appreciate that. A merry delayed Christmas to you. Given your time zones, it could be weird, so I understand. But for me, yes. Lone Singin says, nah, Grin. I always want to be here, and the streams are one of the highlights. Oh, that's too sweet. Too sweet. Roger says, it has been quite a while. Welcome back, Red Kai. Topic says, hi, boyfriend. Why didn't you call me or come over for dinner tonight? Or are we still cuddling later? Whom are you talking to, Topic? Talking to Roger? Probably talking to Roger. Red says, hey, well, also there's some stuff that doesn't make sense for Raja in that description, but yeah. Red says, hey, what's good? El Canola, thank you, real life got in the way. Nah, fair, it's fair. Well, we appreciate you, Red. We always love to have you, Red. Which is your favorite? I know some people out here are gonna say Kaching is on a different level. I will say, I don't know. Kaching does have like this nice blue kind of glow, so that's dope. but I don't know, man. To me, I think maybe, it's fucked up. I feel like it's because Nin Wong has like, it sounds weird, but like the symmetry of like having pale skin with like a dark outfit kind of thing looks good. I feel like if what do you call it, Kaching didn't have like the weird dark ass leggings that make everything kind of just look like one solid thing without any separation, without any contrast. It looks a little less, but that's a little fashion-y nonsense, but I love it. But anyways, I know not everybody does. Yeah, what do you call it? I want to see more of Yunjin, because I don't know if her alt acts as like an additive or is a separate entity thing, but this should be what we can see. But it looks like the most aesthetic thing ever, man. Geo is on a different like beauty level, you know what I mean? Like, just like fucking summons forth this giant ass stick and just starts hitting the shit out of people with it. Fucking what do you call it? Albedo snaps his fingers and then just like a sea of explosions happen around him. Garu summons a dog, glowing corgi thing, whatever. Anyway, Shinny something. But she's summoning forth these flags. You look clean, you look styling. Oh, also, I think she's gonna be easy as hell to build. Although we don't have a stick or a staff that scales off of defense, I don't think, right? Feels bad. Spark says, what's up, Grin? I've been thinking about purchasing a Battle Pass or a Welkin Moon. Thoughts? I would say go Welkin Moon, personally. I would not say Battle Pass, unless you like are specifically aiming for a weapon. And the only weapon that's really worth its teeth in the Battle Pass, to me, is the Claymore. But the Battle Pass, if you have disposable income, I would say it's good only if you're behind on resources. But if you just level up your Serenite Teapot, you shouldn't really be. But I think Welkin Moon is one of those things that's like systematically made to be something that you kind of regret not getting earlier. So if as much as people say don't spend money in this game, if you play this game for like half a year, you probably want to give back to it in some way. Or if you have any expectation to give back to it in any way. I would personally say Welkin Moon just because it's the best bang for your buck, and it's like for you, if you're a U.S. citizen, it's like $5. For me, it's $7, but I still think it's worth $7. But that's coming from a person who doesn't like to spend like any money in the game, or I already spent too much for me, for you boy. Lone Singlet says, I feel like it's gonna be a plot thing, and I'm not sure, but how they made it sound was that it's a percent of Shinhee's attack, but I'm not sure if it's her base attack or total attack. That'd be interesting if they did her total attack, hey? That would put her in a different level than everybody. I also think that would break the game, because Bennett's already gives a shit ton of attack, and he doesn't do that. Because there's no character that really benefits off of attack percentage stuff, right? Like, it always scales off of your base and not your, like, percentage. And the reason why I think that's why if you look at Shinhee's multiplier, it's like 90% or 80% attack going up. And if that's based off her attack, that's great. But the thing that's insane is, even at the highest, like, level 9 talent for Shinhee, Yunjin, so many names, her attack scales off of 40% of her defense, but you can get a defense cup, a defense critical crown, and a defense watch. So you can like hyper stack defense, and if you have a weapon, holy shit, now you're hyper stacking defense even more. And that's based, and the attack buff is based off of that said defense. That's pretty huge. It's pretty huge, you know. And the only thing that's limited by that is a fast attack speed. Because that was one of the things with Yunjin, is that she has like 30 gives, it's like 30 flags essentially that she can pop with high damage. Also, did we see there that like how that like whole ult thing happened? Yeah, Red says no. Oh, also Shinhee benefits from scaling up Garu. Garu just scaling up her base defense beyond all of the other buffs to defense. You know, so that to me is like. And like that's the like minutia of like the way skills are balanced in a weird way. I still think Shinhee will probably be stronger in terms of base attack gain and all that stuff, but just the fact that there could still be some fun things here, you know, for Yunjin, if you invest enough into certain talents. Lone Singlet says, yeah, they changed in Wong and her default outfit. She has twin tails. Oh, she has twin tails. I didn't even know that. Twin tails in the outfit. Her hair seems gets rid of her bun and just let it all her hair down. Oh, nice. I didn't even know that. Oh, yeah, I wish I had a side by side to see what the real difference was. Roger says, I am, of course, behind Nin Wang, for how could any attire be greater than that? What is worn by Geo units and the Geo Queen? Is she a Geo Queen? I would love to see them make like a fucking, I want to see them do that. When do you think we'll get that? When do you think we'll get like a 5-star equivalent of existing characters? Like maybe fucking Nin Wang goes through like a fucking story arc. Although Nin Wang arguably is like, given your constellation, a 5-star character undoubtedly. Even just in her mechanics. Maybe her scaling's a little off, but her like ability to just like pump out a shit ton of damage if you build her right is awesome and prevalent, you know? And super unique the way she actually plays and feels. But with that being said though, I am curious if they'll ever do that. If they'll ever make like, here's Nin Wang after like a training arc. You know, and here's Diluc again, but this time he went into hell and he found a delusion and now he's water and pyro. Or just water, whatever, you know? But they didn't even do that with Child. I thought they were going to do that at some point for sure, but they haven't given us the Electro version of Child, you know? Because I feel like they're going to tease it out like that. They're probably going to give us like the water version, which they did. Then they're going to give us the Electro version. And then like in 5 years, we might finally get the double, the double sequencing, you know? Red says, nah, Nin Wang's skin is so elegant and beautiful. Yeah, I would say, man, I like Kaching's too, but Nin Wang looks different. Looks way better. But again, I think it's because of the contrast, because she's showing her fair skin with the dark base dress. Looks real nice. Red says, I like Yunjin design more than Shinhee's. Yeah, me too, Red. Me too. I do that. Well, I don't know, man, because I do like Shinhee. I think Shinhee looks like nice too. But I will say, there's a lot of characters that kind of show some skin, wear leggings, etc. Yunjin's kind of weird, and I'm into it. It's a super bright, vibrant thing, you know. Thing. I'm sure she loves being called that. Also, she seems like very well-mannered, good people too. I remember I heard that when she was in the trailer. I was like, oh, she seems nice. Also, I was not expecting the banner thing that they did. Can we see it here? Yeah, I was not expecting this. Come on, let me see this. When you guys have no idea. When I seen this, my heart sank. I was like, please don't tell me. Not again. Not again, please. Oh God. You know, like that weird like film pan in when someone's like having a fucking panic attack. Just starts punching in and there's like different copies of themselves like spectrally jumping in and out. That was what happened to me. Because I was like, did they fucking bench Ganyu again? But no, she's coming with Zhongli, which I never expected, but makes too much sense. Because the one issue Ganyu has is if she gets hit, she loses out on her damage. So Zhongli is like the best to pair with her. So it'll be one of those things where people say, hey, if you really want to make the most of Ganyu, you could get Zhongli and just kind of seal the deal. This is going to be probably 2.4. I would argue is probably going to be the most like monetary boom, at least it should be, in all of Genshin. Like I'm talking, like the lineup for ways to make money are all there, especially with that Nin Wang skin. Although the Nin Wang skin's for free, so yeah. But there's a lot of soul hungry. Soul hungry? Well, there's a lot of people who love damn Kaching. They love that woman for some reason. I'm sure it's fair. Lonsika says, Zhongli DPS a meteor and just shatters the earth. God damn. Oh, does that mean, oh, we might actually see Zhongli finally again. It's been a hot minute since we've seen Zhongli. Shit, that's awesome. Red says, Nin Wang's skin looks like it has more detail, changes for normal one. Yeah, I agree with that, yeah. Well, again, we don't know. Again, what if they really brought the music for Kaching? What if, like, her whole, like, abilities change a little bit, you know? Like, they have, like, a black, dark tint to them, you know? I don't think they're doing that. Previous skins have not shown that they're going to do that. Also, man, out of the last 2 years, we've gotten 2 skins. That sucks, okay? Even though I know they're expensive as shit, but geez, still. Raja says, I simply ceased buying the battle pass as it is of no value to me, considering the number of primos I tend to buy at a given time. It's true. It's true. Again, I think the battle pass, if as long as you have like you play the events and you do all them, you probably should be pretty good. Along with, again, if you have the Serenity pot, you're in pretty good equilibrium. But if you do like gun it and buy like every character, nah, you need a lot. A lot. Lone Singlet says, it is possible for me to like both skins. I might spend $15 on a Genshin skin, and can we talk about how elegant Shinhee and Yunjin's normal attacks look? I know. What do you call it? I was thrown off guard when Yunjin started attacking. Yunjin actually has like a pretty fast initial attack. But I like how it's like the first 3 hits are fast as or first 2 hits are fast as shit. She's like, and then, and I'm like, weird. But also you could just dash cancel. You know, you could like hit dash, hit dash. Anyways, just little minutia things. Lone Singlet says, it is possible to do that. Spark says, I think my goal or characters I want to change, I just want to get Zhongli since I haven't built any shield user. Then I just want more Ball and Kazuha constellations. Man, I feel like Kazuha is one of those ones where like, I don't know, man, because I feel like I could see them doing, like putting those together. Because I think Yunjin, or not Yunjin, Yai. I think Yai is a huge pull for a lot of people. Like it's people are wanting that pink-haired waifu, etc. But I know people also desperately want Kazuha. So I could totally see them being like, hey, you're gonna buy both, you know? So I'm kind of like, fuck. Also, I think they would complete each other because like Kazuha buffs the shit out of elemental effects and damage, and she is effectively gonna be one of the best, or the cap for Electro is what people kept saying, but I don't know if that's true anymore because it's been a while since I've heard anything else. Lone Singlet says, yeah, Shinhee. Also, the guys, the comment, the chat, the stream is not delayed. I'm just reading the top of the chat because I don't want to leave you guys comments behind. Just let you guys know that. Spark says, I think, oh, where it goes at. Lone Syndicate says, yeah, Shinhee's base attack is on the high end at 309. I think that if you get a 5-star weapon, you can easily get 1k base, and she's gonna easily reach over 2.5k attack. Yeah, well, that's what her spear was, right? Her spear has like really high base attack, so it would make sense why it'd be good for her in multiple ways, because it's an off-field buffer thing, kind of, right? Scout says, that's good, Grin. Huge thank you to you and the chat for recommendations. I'll be lurking, but you're getting your ass kicked by Dark Soul. Good luck, my friend. Hopefully you kick some ass. Red says, my plan has not changed either. Try to get C1 Xiao and get Yunjin. See you next patch. Well, what do you call it, Red? I was about to say, you can snipe Yunjin because she's going to be a free buyable character just by doing the event, which is nice. Well, you that and all of the other leeway characters. So if you, yeah, to me, yeah, honestly, I think Yunjin, unless you don't have Shin Shou, but yeah, I still think Yunjin's probably a really good pick. Yeah, given you want to farm defense artifacts and such, because she does heavily scale off of defense in every way. But also C1 Xiao, you want to dodge around, okay. Roger says, should Mihoyo yield us a 5-star Ninwang? My purse is there, alongside all the debt and credit cards. I was about to say, yeah, goddamn, yeah. But I would love to see that though, because there's Yenfi, who's kind of a similar beast, but not quite. Now I want like a character where like you build stacks heavily, like Ninwang, you essentially, well, you can only build 3. It's the exact same, never mind, exact same as Ninwang. But if you could have a character that has like 6 or some stacks where like you need to attack 6 times in sequence, and then when you fully unleash that, it just hits like a bullet train, that'd be so awesome. Or it's just a completely different thing. Like again, I always want like a summon, or maybe your E summons like a I don't know, a firebird or a phoenix or something that's just like Fischl just fucking shit up. But then when you do a charge attack, instead of hitting the enemies, it just charges right into your bird, and then it starts hitting that much harder. Something like that. Because again, I think the idea of building up charges and like unleashing them is a pretty fun mechanic, you know? Hey, Itto. Itto. I didn't even really think about that, but that's kind of more melee based. I'm thinking more like powers and magic, etc. Because I don't know how many casters we have that's too optimal. I know there's a lot of good options. I just don't know if they're like the best comparatively, you know. Red says, yeah, 2.4 shall be killing, murder, yeah, killing and just murdering Primo Gems. Yeah, I feel that. To be continued. Lozingit says, well, I did say Shenhe and Xiao and Zhongli and Ganyu were in the banner pool. Never thought Mihoyo would throw 4 at us at once. Yeah, man, that's a lot. We'll see. Again, who knows? This could either like be too many options, or this could be like the biggest payday ever. Like start the new year off with a hell of a bang for investors, you know? Roger says, it is sure to be a financial nightmare for the free-to-plays. I but pray for their sanity with scrumptious options soon to arrive. Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, if you're a free-to-play and you just seen how many people were hyping up Ito and loving just like his playstyle, or you just got Eula or something like that, and now you're like, hey, by the way, Zhongli, bang. Also, Ganyu, bang. Also, Xinqiu. Xinqiu, people also don't like to talk about it. Xinqiu, people hate his gameplay. I'm one of them, but the EU people love him. Apparently, he hits like a truck. Like, he's very strong. Red says, when Genshin, official Twitter, and Geo Polearm Impact with Yunjin, I know it was a teaser for Zhongli. Yeah, man, I was not expecting that, but it makes sense, again, to complete the Geo team. But, like, yeah, this absolutely cements 2.3 and 2.4 to be, like, the absolute Geo supremacy. Like, they're trying to be like, use Geo characters. Use them. Do it. God damn you. Although, man, it would be so nice, but it's totally not going to happen. It'd be so nice if Garu somehow ended up on Ganyu's banner. I know I'm just talking like an idiot, but oh man, it's gonna be such a long time before we see Garu again. It just sucks. It's so far away. Lone Singit says, I'm gonna be the guy to run Baido and Yunjin on the same team and just go full counter all day. Yeah, well, Yunjin, you actually like there's a benefit on like perfectly timing it, you know, so you can go beyond. Oh my god, my tea's about to spill all over me. Also, ladies and gentlemen, just want to show you guys something real quick. This is my new mug. Christmas just happened, and I got a new coffee cup. I collect them. If you're not aware, I'm not a freak. You're a freak. Anyway, it looks nice. It does have a weird, like this part is the roughest texture I've ever felt in my entire life. Like this super soft, this just makes your hands not want to touch it. Like it feels like sandpaper, but worse. It's weird. It's the hardest, scratchiest surface I've ever touched in my life. It's weird. And again, I thought it was just me, but then I got my parents to touch it, and they're like, what the fuck? It's so weird. And I'm like, yeah. Anyways, sorry. Also, they've got a couple new mini games that look kind of cute. Again, I don't know how long we're going to be able to play these and like be like, yay! Or it's just going to be like, okay, well, Roger says, it is to be praised, the tongue of those who seek the company of Zhongli or any Geo unit. Thus, I say, may you see Zhongli with the fewest Primo Gems surrendered. It's true. Roger, you are the most unique person I think I've ever met in my life. But yes, yeah, what do you call it? I wish you also got them. It's taking me a minute to process. Process what was just said. It was like, yes, I too hope people also gain Zhongli without wasting a bunch of Primo Gems. You don't have to go to pity all that stuff. Hot damn. I never would have thought I would have had like, I think I have every 5-star Geo person ever. You know what I mean? Jeez. I am one of the Geo supremacy people for sure. Although I think Geo's always been my favorite. Although I love Animo. Animo's really missed the boat ever since Venti. You know, Venti killed it, Sucrose killed it, but other than that, Kazuha actually does. No, actually, Animo's great. a lot of the abilities I like a lot. Also, they kind of spoiled the shit out of this boss. I would have loved to just kind of happen upon this, but nah. They're like, yeah, no, fuck it, here it is. I'm like, great, okay. Well, shit. Maybe it's because they know everyone's leaked everything, but for the people who don't want to get it spoiled, it's like, all right. Also, who are you choosing? I am choosing you. See this confirmation, the Yunjin, bang, right there. Also, Nin Wong if you don't have her. We got the new skin. Lone Singer says, I'm conflicted on either going C2 Shinhee or getting her weapon. I don't know. That's an interesting thing. The thing I would say is Shinhee, both are like pretty timeless things, but apparently, like you were telling me, her polearm is kind of immortal too, hey? Like, you could probably give it to Zhongli and pop off too. Red says, I have Zhongli and Ganyu, so I will save after. Why? Nice. Oh, so you're just trying to complete your collection. Gotcha. Roger says, I certainly feel that you should get Shinhee. It may be better to go for her weapon should you have the resources for both. Her constellations do not seem to be game-changing. Yeah, what do you call it, Roger? Lone Singer was also telling me that her constellations help her with her like back-to-backing ability of her abilities. So like the ability to constantly use her alt on 100% uptime, something like that. But yeah, I would say the weapon. I would say if you could score a Shinhee and then try to go for her weapon, although that's like yeah, that's like difference between like $200 or like $300. So like, yeah, it's like as much as that would be the best option, you could get nothing, you know, or at least the other banner character. Lone Syndicate says, Shinshu grin, you mean Shao. Did I say Shinshu? If I did say Shinshu, I was talking about like who is it better to go for about all of the leeway characters, like here. Should you, like if a person has to choose from all of these like free to play characters, who is the best leeway character of the 4 stars to pick? I think Shang Ling is huge, but you could do get one of her for free. And getting one constellation wouldn't make too much of a difference unless you're really close to the end. Shinshou is just like super good. I would say Shinshou is probably the first choice, and then Yunjin, and then Shangling. Because you always get a free Shangling. Everyone has a free Shangling from Spiral Abyss, always. So yeah, that would be my thought. But yeah, that's what I probably did mess up and say Shinshou in place of Shao. Probably, definitely, but that's what I meant in one of the contexts. Red says, I farmed 3 Huss sets already. What difference does one more for Yunjin make? Red, I hope you have better luck than me, man. I'm sitting there grinding. I've gotten like, since my previous grinding over the last month of Albedo and Eula banner, I had like some okay artifacts for Itto. I've been like grinding and grinding and nothing. I've still got nothing. Nada. For like improvements, which just sucks. I need like a defense watch, and that's kind of it. Also a critical damage crown, but it's been a millennia since I've seen any of those. So yeah, it's just to say. Also, Geo. That's the other thing. A Geo. I need a lot. The main thing is a Geo goblet. That's okay in any spectrum. Roger says, I would say, to be fair, Mihoyo needs not to woo me, for I am a self-titled queen of Geo shill. I mean, you like what you like, which I appreciate. You're 100% loyal into your thing. I mean, hey, if you look at Lone Syndicate, he's committed, hard committed to getting every waifu in this game. And your boy, I was about to say I'm committed to getting every monster person in this game, but I don't want to put that on me. I am whatever looks fun and interesting, okay? And whatever my wallet will allow. Anyway. Lone Syndicate says, please let Sarah appear on Shinny's banner. Yeah, that'd be some good consolation. I don't know if they would synergize too much, but maybe. It's been a hot minute since she's been on a banner, I think. What's good? Demon says, every time I join your stream, you're laughing. Don't think I've met someone so happy in my life. I don't know if I'm that happy. I'm just, to me, my weird thought experiment is I got me, and at the worst case scenario, I start my stream and no one shows up. So then it's just me and my dumbass. So then I'm like, shit, I better have a good time or make myself laugh. And that's kind of where we've kind of adapted to be in this weird state of goofy nonsense. Anyways, Alone Syndicate says, I'm a be F2P and wanting all of these characters. Like, who do you go for in that case? I would say, I want to say Ganyu, because Ganyu's, I'd probably say Ganyu. Even though I know Zhongli is so good, that's something. Hey, forgot to talk about this. This is some shit. I don't know if y'all caught this or if I misunderstood. Where is it? Yeah, we got some new animals or beasts. This shit right here. This motherfucker, apparently, you guys thought the like corrosion was bad? I might be mistaken, but it said something somewhere. I don't know what it was. I think it was behind here. But basically it said, where is it? I think it says right here. If you are hit by the Abyss Pyro attack, it will deal delayed burst damage, regardless of your character or shielded or not. Does that mean like if you're shielded, it just hits the shield? Or does that mean it circumnavigates your shield and just hits you on a delay? If it means that, that's the hardest fucking hard boss in the game. It makes sense though, if they're like, hey, Zhongli's back for a third time. We're gonna beat him. We're gonna find a way to circumnavigate him or incentivize you getting constellations for a 5-star. Cause yeah, that shit's gonna be brutal. That all of your shields doesn't mean shit. Good news, everyone has Bennett leveled up. Mostly. Except for one person in here. What do you call it? Bennett can just pick you back up from nothing. Also, he's a pyro person. Also, he has other value. But whom else besides Bennett? Sayu, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know anyone else who heals you a great deal besides those people that are like off-field heals. You know? I don't know. But this one freaks me out. This one, I'm like, this could be more of an, if this does circumnavigate shields completely. And then just hit you, because the Abyss people already hit hard as shit, and also fire doesn't fuck around. If you're wet and you like using Shinchou or something, and you get hit with this fire delayed dot, you're gonna get smashed, you know. So I'm like, oh god, this could be a problem essentially. Also, what's good, Nanny? Good to have you, buddy. I hope you found us. I know we switched it up today because I wanted to archive this video or this stream. Also, it's a kind of a timely thing. Lone Singlet says the only character I don't have is at C6 in the whole pack of 4 stars is Shincho and Yunjin. And what you guys are telling me to go for her weapon and not C2. All right. Well, I don't know, Lone Cynic. I don't know if how busted her weapon is, and also the weapon banner is a trap. So like, it's always a better idea to go for. It's a better idea to go for the character, but it's a better option or like damage option to go for the weapon because it's always going to have value as well, you know. Also, we should take this out. I worry it's going to make the game lag or the stream lag because there's too much happening on screen. Roger says, it is sure to be utter hell for them indeed. It is to the F2P is akin to being before S buffed of all their favorites, and being told they may only have a taste of one single dish. I would say Yunjin. Never mind. The context of your favorite dish and talking about a weird, what I would assume is a younger person, no bueno. So I would say I plead the fifth. Red says, I am okay with the Husk Farm action. Really? Nice, man. I'm happy for you, man. It's been rough out here for me, but I'm happy you've been sucking up all that luck. Okay, goddamn you. Also, apparently you can like create a raised platform. Yay. They still have not mentioned any sort of weird, a bit like, I would totally love to just have more space just to put stuff down. It'd be nice, but no. Also, what is this? Realm Music. Oh, that's kind of nice, actually. We can play some music. That's cool. I didn't even know they were adding that. Well, it looks like they're not throwing Seren Teapot to the wolves, which is quite nice, but you know, it'll probably happen eventually. Anyways, also, before I get caught off guard here, I wanted to check out Yunjin. I never really got to see her alt. I wonder if does it look like it spawns like a crack, like a sparkle thing, like Albedo, or is it like just buffing up your attack? Because if it's buffing up your attack, that's huge. But if it's not, then yeah. Show me! There we go. Okay, boom. You activate a Geo thing, you get a burst of damage. Looks nice, looks fancy. Okay. Nope. We get it. It's yep, Geo thing. Yep. Okay. Nope. Still, they're really fucking running this back. Can I just see what it looks like in practice? They're really just running this 2 seconds. Back to back to back, yeah? Golly. We don't get to see it. We don't get to see what happens when she activates her all in attacks. Great. Shit. God damn it. I wanted to see if when she hits, or like when maybe you switch to another character and you hit, if that like sparks with Geo. Because if it does, then that means, okay, well, there's a specific thing happening where you're not actually getting any buff. Or like there's a separate entity of damage happening, not like just making your base attack better. Anyways, unfortunate. Unfortunate, I wanted to see. Red says, oh no, I read that. Raja says, I still say my favorite segment of uploads you have done were the Yoimiya ball breakdowns. My goodness, the sense of relief upon your face once you moved on to ball. Raja, I was in a moment where I was like, is every character that's gonna come out is gonna have to be this weird, like you need the weapon, you need these one things. And then I got right in Shogun and I was like, dude, I'm using a 4-star weapon and I'm killing it. I'm killing it, okay? And I was like, this is so nice. Also, it was so fun. Like, that's the thing that, like, I regret. The one big regret that I have outside of not getting Ganyu the first time was not getting Kazuha. Because people kept saying, and I think this is something that you got to keep your ear out. This is, like, people say wait for, like, the results to come out 2 weeks later on like the speculation of a character. That's what they said for Itto, where they're like, don't be careful, and then like weeks later they're like, no, he's great, he actually scales incredibly well. Jesus. But the one thing that I regret is when you hear, or one thing I think people should do is when you hear people say that a character is fun or feels fun to play, that's what you should really hone in on, and like run the character in the test arena a bunch of times, because it's funny because you don't know what that means exactly. And after the last event where I got to actually play Kazuha, it's amazing. Also, that dude is a Energizer Bunny, like in a big way. It's crazy. It just feels so good to quickly switch to him, pop, and then you just generated a shit ton of particles. You also suck in the world. Like, that's the thing I didn't know about how powerful Kazuha's suck is, you know? Jesus. Red says, the Pyro Herald will likely be in the Abyss. Oh, of course it will be. I wonder who they're gonna give to make it, like, sequence. I don't know. Yeah, who would they give to make it so that, like, usually they try to, like, put that person in there and then, like, upload a character that's really good at defeating them. Probably Ganyu, that makes sense. Roger says, I would say that Mihoyo are being taken proverbial stabs at Rex Lapis and daring him to air his grief. Oh, okay. Huh. You always get Yumi says, Sayu for me is C6 and does good damage and good heal. Yeah, man, Yumi, I agree. I think Sayu is an underloved character. I think she pulls her weight and not enough people have built her. People just put a taxi label on her forehead and said, that's it, boom, that's all you'll ever be. In reality, she's amazing. It is hard, it's really, I don't know. It depends, though, if you can get lucky with artifacts, though. Because, like, I tried to build Sayu for, like, 2 months. Various of Veneer is just the most unlucky domain I think ever. It's right there with the Crimson Witch. It's just like, I've never seen any good stats ever. For whatever reason, I get good DPS artifacts from this fucking set instead of like support, Animo, etc. All this shit, or Element of Mastery. Sorry, not Animo. Red says Jean heals at a truck. Yeah, it's true, Red. That's true. Jean heals at a truck ton. That is the whole party too. Then the field stays up. Yeah, you know, Jean's probably a really good pick too for that. Yeah. Also, I have a Jean, so I could do that too. Raja says it was not comparison betwixt a young and older person, but buffed serving one's favorite actual food. I do not do innuendo. I know, Red, but I can't stop the demons in my head that know this shit and think this is a nightmare. I could get clipped forever, and I'll just be inadvertently saying this subliminal thing, and I'm like, so I gotta be careful from your boys, from me. Lone Syndicate says, I mean, Grin, my weapon banner luck isn't bad. Be careful. You should never say that. You should never tempt fate like that. Your weapon banner luck is not that bad. My only loss was Homa twice, and if I didn't get her weapon, there's a chance of getting Xiao's polearm, which will be a good banner weapon. That'd be a good DPS weapon on just about anybody, right? Yeah, that's not bad. Also, critical rate scaling, right? Yeah, not bad at all. Lone Syndicate says, and Grin, the weapon banner is only a trap if you don't want both of the weapons on the banner, but you could still get off banner, but still not that much. I was about to say, yeah, absolutely, that's not true. I'm a shining example of that. I wished on the weapon banner to try to get Homa, and I was expecting to get the other one because I was like, it's a win-win, baby. And then I got some fucking Skyward Pride bullshit. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I didn't even know this was a thing. I thought you could get one or the other, but no, you could just get, and then you could lose that twice. Pain. And then you're not even guaranteed to get the one. Yeah. I don't know. It seems like a nightmare. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I think we covered just about everything, right? We got this new water boss. We got some Serena Teapot augments. We can listen to music in the Serena Teapot. We got this brand new area to explore that looks breathtaking, that apparently is going to have a day-night cycle, but it's going to be controlled by this spark in the sky that we're going to, I think, have to physically go there and turn it off to unlock puzzles and do all that. As much as this is very cool, I don't know how big this map is. It looks very kind of like, I don't know. I don't know how much is movable, actually can go there. But it looks dope, looks very cool. Oh, we got some new events. This event looked pretty neat. It's all about potions. I think it's just a reskin of one of the already existing events, but apparently you're gonna pick a team, you're gonna get benched. That's pretty interesting. Or the team that you just played with is gonna apparently get benched to some extent. Kind of reminds me of the Inazuma, bar fight brawl kind of underground fight club thing. Yes, also, I'll be honest, the Lantern Rite events look a little, well, at least the water one looked a little samey. Looked like a little bit like, okay, we're doing this, great. Awesome. But, well, hopefully it's lovely. This looks cute. This is like a fun mini game to do. Again, Shinhee to me is interesting, but Yunjin is to me the takeaway. Also, we're getting a Freenin Wong skin that arguably looks better than anybody else. Looks great, very excited. Again, the big takeaway of this event, which is kind of like a weird meme at this point, but it's largely this is almost better than the anniversary rewards. Maybe it's like a Japan thing where the New Year is a bigger deal than your birthday. I guess that makes sense. That feels like that sounds correct, So yeah. But we're about to jump over to some gameplay. We're gonna try to grind out. This is our play together stream. For those guys who are unaware, we always do Sundays or our play together stream where we play video games together. Typically it's Genshin because it's a co-op element, and also there's always things to be done, at least a little bit with the resin that we have. And yes. Lone Syndicate says, look at that huge AoE from Shinhee's burst. Yeah, that's true, but yeah, that's the thing, Lone Syndicate. I looked at her damage for her alt. I think it looks like it's more of an application of cryo. Whereas if you look at the character on the other banner, which is Ganyu, Ganyu's out here being like, hey, guess what, bitch? Excuse me? I am blanketing a huge area. I have a back-to-back alt. I have a talent or an E that gets particles, hits twice, and distracts enemies. I have the most AoE in the game, pound for pound at least, and I also hit like a fucking truck. So I'm like, and again, I think the way they sequence this makes sense, where it's like, hey guys, Shinhee is amazing for Ganyu, so if you're planning on going for Ganyu, you probably want to get Shinhee. When even if I get what other people are getting, I'm good. I'm clean. I'm like, that's good enough for me. You know what I mean? Anyways. Yumi says, have you ever made a healer team? I definitely have not. But Lone Syndicate definitely has. Lone Syndicate says, Yumi, that is one of my goals that I am so close to. Oh, I thought you already did it yet. I think you can, and then I don't think you've perfected it with the one set yet, right? Roger says, it was Tectone that made me wary of the weapon banner. Though I aim to point with characters I should earn up, consider it. Oh, I should earnestly upon start consider. Yeah, well, what do you call it? That's a great point, because yeah, he probably contributed a good bit to how absolutely devastating that is, you know? Yumi says, a whole... oh, no, Yumi fucking ripped that comment right out of my mouth. God damn it, Yumi. Lone Syndicate says, hey, put Shinhee burst on top of Ganyu's burst, and you win and become... and become ballistic. Yeah. No, I can see that. It's true. It's true. Especially when you're getting a cryo bonus. I think that's the angle that they're going. Especially if a lot of what, like, I don't know. Because to me, the thing that I always thought is whenever they give Ganyu another rerun, they'll probably, I think we'll be ushered into the next phase of Genshin, so to speak. Because everybody knows how insane she is. Everyone has a chance to build up Primo Gems to guarantee get her, or at least convince themselves to spend money to get her. Just because she's kind of future-proof, just because her ult is pretty damn good, you know? But my point is that I think after this, we'll maybe possibly see a huge new DPS. Like, I think that's why they're saving Yunjin, is because they're probably waiting to see if they want to scale up another unit, because if everybody has a Ganyu at this point and everyone knows that, like, it's super, like, if you're a free-to-play person or if you're just got into Genshin late, if you have a Ganyu, you're kind of good. You're not going to regret it. Worst case scenario, you just put her on the new artifact set that functions off energy recharge, and she just becomes like a DPS alt bot. And also she is super easy to regenerate particles. So you'd be good there. Also, on the off chance that you do need to do damage at range, you still can, because as long as you build her pretty good, you know, you're pretty okay. But I am curious to see what happens after this patch, after Ganyu is released. What's the next character gonna be? Because I feel like it might be a new DPS that kind of changes the landscape again, or at least we're in that field. Because yeah, I feel like this is probably one of the best banners in the game, because people have been hyping up Ganyu forever. But with that being said, though, maybe people are bored of Ganyu, even though she's OP as hell. That could also be the case as well. But yeah. Roger says, I have never utilized a full dedicated healer setup, but for a time I paired Jean, Barbara, Chi-Chi, and Sayu together. It's a full team. What are you talking about? It's a full healer team, right? Jean's considered a healer, right? Yeah. Interesting. Barbara. Was this just because you liked their aesthetic, or you just wanted to have a crazy fun time? Lone Syndicate says, plus, I haven't had a new character to wish on since Kokomi. I'm wishing even if I hate her gameplay. Oh no. Which I doubt I would, but I can find the joy in things I hate. Weird, I know. Well, that's not good. That seems like a destructive habit a little bit. But unless it's good for you. If something's good for... you're the guy who has cold showers, Lone Syndicate. I guess that makes sense. That checks out. Never mind. I should have expected that. Yeah, what do you call it? I'm curious to see what happens with this. But also, I could see Shinhee being the kind of answer to that question of, like, if people want Ganyu to stay on top with, like, maybe Yumi... the fucking pink-haired girl. God damn it. Not Yun. What? The Fox Maiden. The Fox Lady. You know, pink-haired Fox Lady. You know what I'm talking about. People who she may be coming out next and becoming really, really strong. And if they want to keep Ganyu being like top dog, you probably will need Shinhee. You'll need Shinhee. So maybe that's the weird angle they're gonna pull with us. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like what. I don't know if Mahoyu thinks that way though, because Mahoyu is insane, people. You know. Ladies and gentlemen, let's jump over to in-game situation and get after it. This is the part of the stream which is our play together stream, baby. We out here, and hopefully somebody joins me. If no one joins me, then it's a real egg on my face. Okay? And I'm just the asshole here sitting playing video games by himself. Yuck. Anyways. But yes, let's, I gotta do my dailies real quick. And then we gotta go Artifact Farmer. We're gonna do that Husk set. There he is. Oh, fucking shit. God damn it. Oh, please go. Load. Oh, I apologize. I didn't load in first or fast enough. Oh, good, it's delayed, weirdly enough. Oh, Nanny's here. Look at Nanny. So quick. Raja says, I meant to say that they were hardly built at the time, which is why I do not consider it a dedicated squad. As for why I use Barbara, it was due to her elemental skill surrounding Jean in conjunction with Chi-Chi for freeze. Oh, for like a Morgana comp situation. Nice, very cool. That makes sense. What do you call it? Yeah, well, especially if like if you did that in the past, that was probably before the artifact set that like, scaled up damage based on healing, right? So now I feel like maybe it's possible. I don't know if it's optimal, but it sure shit should be possible. I'm really excited to, I don't know if we'll have time, but eventually level up Chi-Chi, because Chi-Chi's always one of those characters I think is fun. Her aesthetic design, I don't know if it's possible, if it's even with the new artifact set, if it's really like okay. Cause yeah, part of me thinks, stop it, just build Sayu, she's gonna do more than that, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of mess, whirlwind swirls on screen. It's gonna be great, you know. But you just stop it, don't do it. You'll regret it maybe. Also, this is what we call rough when you do not have elements and such, because yes, co-op things. Well, do this. This is the problem with, you know. Please tell me that hit something it did. This right here, the problem we all knew he would probably suffer from. Look at this shield just getting melted, even though I'm dealing like 30k per hit. Feels great. Feel super happy about it. Oh god, why? There we go. Now we're cooking. Sometimes my bull hits for like an absurd amount of damage, and other times it's nothing. Quite the scale too. Just die. God damn it. Like no health. Yumi says, sadly, I am on a mission, so I cannot join. It's all good, Yumi. As long as you're having a good time, having a lovely experience, that's all I could ever desire, all right? Again, my whole thing is I hope you guys don't ever feel obligated. That's my thing. But I think it's fun to interact as a community. Also, there's a lot of games that they have like things built in the background of being like heavily useful to do it with people. Like it's scaled almost for you to do with people. Like Outriders. Outriders was a great example of like a game where if I wasn't playing that with you guys, I don't know if I'd enjoy especially the end part where you're needing to like just get through an encounter, just to get enough drop pod resources, just to progress to the final encounter. Which is to say a lot. It's too much, a lot of people would say, including myself. Oh, there's more. Run! Bull attack! Ooh, look at that AoE! It is acceptable. It's not great. It's acceptable. Alright, nice. Nice. Alone Saying it says, Grin, when you gonna farm those Yunjin mats? I don't know. Soon, maybe? Dude, I'm not even like... I want a builder. I do. But it's just so much. I hate farming with like a burning passion. I hate farming the fucking wolf boss. The new like corroding wolf boss. It's the worst. So yeah. I don't know. Probably at some point I should just... Again, the good news is that like getting a character up to 80 is not that bad. You just need like probably 26. It's still a lot. It's still like probably 3 days worth of resin. But yeah. But yeah, also I have 15 condensed resin still that I still haven't spent. So I could do that. But yeah, I don't know. I would just put all of it into her alt. At least for right now. I do have the aspiration to like... But that's the thing. Is she better than Albedo? I think she might be. Well, I don't know. But the reason why I say she might be is because she may just be built in that specific kind of way to be very good, because you have basically like unlimited roaming capability, you know? Where you can like just go wherever you want, which seems huge. Whereas Albedo, you kind of have to keep replacing his ult everywhere, which can be kind of annoying and honestly too much at times. But with also the new weapon that they gave Albedo's hitting for like 25k just on a random spark. But if Yunjin doesn't have a cap on how many times she can amplify your damage, then she only has like a capacity, and that means you can get a lot out of her base thing. At least I think. That's the way I interpret it, which could be wrong. Oh, I've never seen them appear up topside. That's weird. Look at all those shards. Good old Fischl. But yeah, Lone Syndicate, that's a good point. Especially with, like, I'm pretty excited for Yunjin, but now I'm kind of like, ugh, with that I gotta farm that fucking boss. Yuck. Ugh. I don't know. I gotta look into the things more, because I think in a weird world, I don't know. Because I got Albedo. I don't want to make like unnecessary work for myself. If I end up like having Albedo primed, essentially, and then I have a, what is it called? A Garu and Ido. Like, do you think a better team would be Garu, Ido, and Yunjin, or do you think it would be Garu, Ido, and Albedo? And then people would say all of it. oh shit. People would say all of it. Yeah, Albedo, Yunjin, everything. And I'm just like, come on, guys, please. How am I gonna deal with shields? It's just a mess. Yeah, let's just go do the domain. Actually, I should condense my resin first, just get ahead of it. I know you're prepared, Lone Syndicate. I know you were farming the one boss, so I was like, oh, he's doing the thing. I probably should do it too, but what are her talents? Oh, I got max condense. That's the problem. All right. Let us go to the artifact domain situation. Hope for the best. Although, again, I have 15 condensed resin, so I should be able to. We might even just do that a couple times. Because what do you call it, Lone Syndicate? Does she require the Geo boss, or am I like off? Yunjin is still a better support for non-G. That's true, Red. It's true. It's true. Although, with that being said, Albedo is pretty good too, because he doesn't demand a lot to be used, you know? Red says, I don't find Shinhee's design that pretty. It seems to be the only one in the world. No, I understand it. A lot of people hated the ludification of hips, apparently. so you could. I'm not sure. I don't think that's why you're not liking it. Probably just a general idea. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's the same way I feel about Kokomi. I know a lot of people love her look, and I'm like, I don't know, man. To me, it just kind of seems like it's all. I think that's why I like Ninhuang's new outfit so much, kind of thing, is because it has contrast. I really like when things stand out into like red and white, red and like black, even though they kind of are similar. There's enough contrast there where I feel pretty good about it. Nanny, you finally built a well? That's amazing. Oh. Raja says, I feel that hued clam definitely made Chi-Chi better, but she still suffers from a plethora more efficiency options when she than herself. Yeah, like the fact that she just overheals, like it's like even to her extent, it's a little too much. Yumi says, I think you will not regret building Sayu because she is a tank, because she does 46k. Like, she has 46k damage? What do you mean? Or she has a lot of HP? Because I build her for 46 elemental mastery because I have her at C6. Or are you saying, like, she can hit? If she can hit for 46k, that's nuts. Like, with, like, her bear or with her kick? With her kick, I could see, but that's only happening every like, couple seconds, right? Once again says, and on top of that, Shinhee has a freaking cryo clone. And you summon it to mess things up. And it also applies crown. Yeah, that's true. That's good. Yeah, Shinhee I can see being pretty good. She's more than just good for Ganyu. Again, there's a lot of like nice. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I do like things like Garu more. In terms of when I say things, I mean like Garu is super selfish into a very specific playstyle, which I like. which it seems like Yunjin and largely Shinhee seems to be kind of more of a middle ground, which is good for sure, but I don't know. I kind of do like it when people are more specialized, especially if that means that they can be more, like they can amplify people more, you know? Because I think that does help with the kind of like feeling of, like if you have an Albedo, or sorry, not an Albedo, if you have a Bennett, or if you have a Ganyu, if you have a Zhongli, if you have these characters, it kind of almost makes it so like I don't need another shield character. Like there's literally no reason for me to have another shield character. You know, yeah. So yeah, it's, that kind of leaves the thing. But if they're hyper specific, then you can still have your cake and eat it too. You know what I mean? So yeah, stop it. I think I have my charges already. Yeah. My bull's back. Throw bull. Yeah, I don't know what that determines. Sometimes we're doing stupid big damage with our bull, and other times it's not so much. Not so much. Raja says, I immediately attend this stream whenever I become aware of it betwixt my notifications, for I yield such a chill vibe. Thank you. Thank you, Raja. I appreciate that. I'm not sure if I can always achieve it. Sometimes my anxiety eats me alive. And I'm like, oh God, oh shit, what do I say? But then other times we got stuff to talk about. We listen to some relaxing music. I'm enjoying my Sunday night with y'all, my people. But I'm happy. We're always happy to have you. We're always happy to have all of y'all. Appreciate all of you guys for even giving me a single second of your day. Let me hear your thoughts about the things in our current community. Love the insight. Red says, Yushi during Ito's burst does at least twice the damage. Also, Garu's field should be up before. Weird. Does he scale up based on defense or something? Odd. Yumi says, the biggest damage I have I've seen in my Sayu is 234k. Yumi, can you link me to a video of how to build your kind of Sayu? Or do you just have like wild and elemental mastery? Is that right? I don't know. I would love to see that if you have any sort of video of how you built that, because I have yet to see that, but I would love that. That'd be a character totally worth building. But also I'm wondering, what is how is your Sayu doing that? Is it through her kick or is it through her alt? Because if it's through her alt, that's huge. That's massive, you know, that'd be crazy. Even if it was half of that, it would still be really nice just to have a free roaming alt that heals the shit out you, that's swirling and making enemies weaker to elemental things, because Veritas of Veneer is huge, you know. Go! Also, I have my chargers, I think, yeah. I always get in the little button mashy mood, and I miss. Alright, I don't expend my stacks, which is the problem, because those stacks hit so damn hard in comparison to everything else. It's the alt? The alt is hitting for 234k? That's insane. Yui, please send me a video of showing how the hell that's possible, or are you just like a mathematician that's found out how to do that yourself? Both are incredible. Red says Yunjin is better support for non-geo. Oh, right, I read that. It was great advice. Raja says it is proven scientific fact that one can never be in the company of too many geo units. I mean, Raja, I know you know, geo supremacy, all that. What about shields? Because, like, when I was fighting that wizard, that fire wizard, it took a hot minute. I felt real powerful, slapping down everything with my geo corn dog. Felt great, all right? But then we seen that shield, and I was like, this is going to take a minute. And then I was like, all right, wow. What happened to my damage? Jesus Christ. So, yeah. Lone Singer says, easy Grin, you deal with shields by smacking it with geo damage until it cracks, even if it takes a while, and yes, requires a golden wolf lord. It does? Okay, for Yunjin. Yeah, man, I don't know about that. Spiral Best say, hey, bitch, that ain't how this works. you can desperately want geo to work, but shields could kick your ass. I was really hoping Yunjin might be able to be the answer to that to some extent. Look at that, 47 down. Yeah, you're totally right. For whatever reason, it scales up in his alt. I don't know if it says that. Like, it makes your E hit harder, but I guess. I don't know. I know our E scaled off of defense. I know that's what our alt gives, but jeez. But jeez. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna throw our dog. We're 56k. By God. We don't even have good artifacts. I don't even have a Geo Cup on, dude. Probably gonna be able to do 56k with that thing. Maybe, possibly. Who knows? We just did 50k. Never mind. We just did 50k. Unless that was Nanny popping off, or maybe was this Noel? Fuck me. That's the case. I got work to do. Red says, pick up your daily, etc. Yeah, no, I know, but Red, the reason why I can't do that is because I'd have to kick Nanny and Lone Syndicate out of the team before I do that. So I don't want to kick them out and then have them rejoin. I'll just hopefully remember to do it after we're done grinding. Red says, never too much Geo. I did floor 12 with Itto, Garu, C4, Zhongli, Albedo. A little healers were enough. I got C3, 6. Yeah, but that's also relevant to your like how much you're spending in the game a little bit, how much resin you have, where other people may not. Luck on artifacts, talents, focus, because some people are like, fuck it, I want to level up this new character, and then you're like, no, fuck it, I'm gonna make my one character god tier. And people might not have that discipline. People might get too excited about one character or another, you know? Roger says, it does the heart of this Geo enthusiast well to behold a Geo supremacy upon display here. First Zhongli Seeker, now a Noel main. It's true. It's true. These are weird people. These are weird people. I'm in good company. Although, again, like, to me, if I had C4 Garu, I would be like, fuck it. I'd be super hyped. You know, I'd be like, okay, now I can fully go into Geo supremacy, but I can't because I need that healer. And I don't want to go with Noel. So I'm like, if only Yunjin had like one, like a spear that healed you, you know, or something. Just anything, but that'd be awesome if it was a spear that scaled off of defense that had some sort of like weird ability of like healing you as well. That would be huge. Red says, yeah, Geo Supremacy 2.3 was our pet. It's true, it's true. But also 2.4, we're getting Yunjin. We're also getting Zhongli back at it again, you know, so it should be pretty huge. Nanny says, I think my highest was 21k. Okay, good. It wasn't. Whew. Thank God Lone Syndicate was just going to condense his resin. Lone Syndicate says, also Grin, in all this excitement, I didn't ask you how you or your day was. Oh, you want to know about my day? I want to know about your day, Lone Syndicate. I will, a tit for tat with this one, all right? You better tell me what the fuck happened today. You draw today? You played that new game? Let me hear about it. But as far as my day, okay, Raja, I just wanted to ask you specifically this question. How much would you be willing to spend on a pillow? Okay. I don't overthink it. Just curious. Because that was a part of what happened in my day. Okay. And those of you guys who watch the streams may know what the fuck I'm talking about. This existential crisis I had. Oh, we're going full Geo. This is full Geo supremacy. Goddamn. Red says, yup, Yushi scales off of Itto's attack conversion, hits like a whole train during his burst. Yeah, Red, I don't know if I read that somewhere. Like, I thought Yushi didn't scale off of, I thought he scaled off of base attack. But yeah, it makes sense though. It makes sense why he's hitting so hard, because Yushi himself hits for like so much. So the fact that that's scaling off of defense now and like triple dipping, that's huge. And if you have a weapon that's, no, your weapon scales off of normal and charge attack damage, right. But it also gives defense. Does it? Yeah, I think it gives a little bit of defense. Yumi says, I am a whale. I have been spending money on this game. Okay. What to say. Good for you, man. I'm so happy. Again, to me, it's one of those things where it's just like, I don't know why some people get like jaded by it. To me, it's like, that would be awesome. You wouldn't want to spend a shit ton of money in something that you're having a content. It's a good time. You're spending money in happiness. You know, I think it's the problem what people have is when people who don't have any money start wailing like wild, and you're like, all right, guys, please don't ruin your life, you know. But that's always a fun thing to me. Let's do this. Let's do this. And melee. Do charge. I have plenty of charges, don't I? Man, when Yushi doesn't actually hit, it's such a devastation because that's where so much particles come from. Although with all the Geo we have on our team, we think we'd be getting a lot of particles back, but I guess not. I thought we would have more. Ooh, 57 or 55k or 53k, I think I was. Throw Yushi again. I don't want to use my ult. This is the nightmare hell that we're waiting in right now. Where I'm like, I'll save my ult for the last time, but that's where all of your damage is. So you're like, oh geez, this is gonna take a long time. Why do I use my ult? And it's honestly easy to get your ult. It comes back very quickly. Here we are. What's good, zombie? Good to see you, zombie. Always good to see you, buddy. How you been? I know we talked to each other a couple days ago, or if not yesterday. So yeah. Red says, Wolfie again? Hey, I got you guys to deal with that. Or hey, I got you guys to deal with that. What do you mean? You want to do geo supremacy, etc.? Yumi says, I can never choose who to be my main because I sadly missed out on Xiao banner. Interesting. Is Xiao the only banner that you have like in your roster of regrets, per se? One thing it says Noelle is all round Geo unit. That's true. Yeah, also she heals. That's like, I don't know many Geo units to do that, you know? Nanny says, but I only have talent level 6. Oh, okay. So there's room to grow, plenty. Well, also I don't have a Geo Coblet, so I don't know how good your rolls are too. But Roger says, I would effectively take away from Noelle's identity where yet another 4-star Geo unit capable of healing. Yeah, I was about to say, I think that's where she kind of stands above the rest of me. So if you bring it to 4, 12, or 13, I don't know. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you have way more investment of scaling potentially. But I think Ito also has pretty silly scale. I have Ito at 9 right now. So he has a little bit more room to grow. Little bit. I love the AoE so much. Oh shit. Quickly throw him before my ult ends. Let's do this again. Do this. Our thing should be good to go. This. You should go. This 48k at the last minute. Easy. Boom. Roger says, I would not spend more than a few hundreds for sure. I would say 500 would be my limit. Okay, good. Well, that's that's excessive for me for sure, but I think that's, God, I hope that's everyone's limit. But for me, there was this topic we were having on the stream where there was this pillow that I heard about. And everyone I heard about talked it up like crazy, and I was like, okay, let me look into it. It's called this. I'm not even sure if I want to say it because it's like it's always on podcasts as a sponsor. So I'm like, this is potentially lies. But I've been watching podcasts for such a long time to where I can usually tell when someone's talking just to like fluff up something, or like actually when they're like, no, actually, like I actually like it. Like you're gonna hear like a thing in their voice change to where they're like, I'm not just saying this anymore. I actually think it's cool. Anyways, so it's this pillow. And I looked into it and I was like, oh my God, it's like $200 for a fucking pillow. Are you shitting me? I don't know. I know sheets are expensive-ish, depending on what you get. But man, the idea for a pillow being that expensive, I was like, you know, and then I looked into it and I was like, well, maybe on Boxing Day it'll be a little less bad. Because the reason why I want it is it's like a cooling pillow, and I have like a pillow that's old as shit. It's like one of the very first Tempur-Pedic pillows that they ever made. It's just run down, probably unhealthy, probably filled with tons of, I'm not gonna say it, it's disgusting, but don't look into like mattresses or anything, or anyway. But what do you call it? I looked at this pillow, and I'm happy to report it's still a lot. But I spent $159 on a pillow. And I ain't rolling in it. So for me, I'm like, okay, but in my head, there's certain things that people get weird about. Like, if this pillow, that other pillow that I've been using, it lasted me probably like 8 years. So in hindsight, that amount of money for 8 years worth of sleep satisfaction, maybe, unless it was just an entire waste. It felt nice for what it's worth, but I don't know. This has been the ordeal that we've been talking about for a hot minute here on the channel and on the stream. And yeah, I'm not sure. Seems like, again, still a lot of money to spend on a fucking pillow. But also, again, hey, it's like a PC. It's gonna be there. Well, no, it's probably not as much as PC, but what do you call it? You don't need to buy one every fucking millennium or every day. You need to buy it every like couple, if you take care of it, not that often, hopefully. Ugh. But yes. Anyways. Raja says, it would be uttered where I do confess that the sheer amount of cash I have invested into Genshin, never would I hear the end of it by the community. I mean, as long as you're enjoying it. I don't know, Raja. In this community, I think there's polarization, to be honest. I think there's like one side of the community which they just soak in like the free-to-play shtick. They're just like, yeah, I haven't spent anything, as they tweeze their nipples in a weird way. I don't know how you can tweeze your nipples not in a weird way, but anywho. But then there's the other people who are like, I'm a glutton. I've spent billions or something. And you're like, God, you could just buy a house or something. With that being said, though, people get enough fulfillment and joy out of it. Yeah, good for you, I guess. But also, I don't know, to me, the one thing, I've talked to you guys about it, but the one thing that always kind of like throws me for a loop, and again, everyone can spend their money the way they want to, more power to you, but the one that always gets me about is like the hustle culture kind of like swag shit that never really makes sense to me. It's kind of like influencer posturing. It's like when you buy like items that don't mean anything to you, but they do offer some sort of like weird social credit kind of idea. Like you'll buy like a fast ass car, you'll buy like 3 of them. You don't even know anything about cars, but you just know they're expensive and they're fast and they're like a status symbol. You know what I mean? Whereas I much more fuck with the person that like spent like $100,000 on like rare ass Pokemon cards because he's fucking into it. And when he was a kid, he was only able to buy like 1 pack every 3 months or something. So this is his way about being like, no, I care about this, I want it, I'm happy with it, this fulfills me in some way, this is like scratches that collector itch. That's the shit that I like to see. Now that's where I'm like, okay, good. But hey, also, who cares? It's your money, do what you want, you know? At the same time, I don't know, that's something I also I think about quite a bit, because I always wonder why I have a reaction sometimes the way I do. I feel like it's good to break those down to like know if you were ever put in a position where you were lucky enough to benefit from said things, that you would know what to kind of aim away for, because yeah, you have this preconceived notion of everything. This, give me those this, and then we'll do this. Oh, thank God I didn't throw Ushi, whatever our lovely mascot is. Big guy's not even hit a little bit. Yikes. We'll throw Ushi just to get some particles. Look at Noel popping off. Huge. Oh, I got heartburn. Oh, but the pillow was like $200, so I got $50 off for like Boxing Day timing, so that's nice. But yeah, even still a bit, hot little good bit. Seamote says you should spam Ido's alt as often as it's up. I know, Seamote, but to me, I'm always like, but I'll carry it to the next encounter, and I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense because it's like super easy to regenerate. But in my head, I'm like, But good to have you, Seamote. By the way, I didn't see you pop in, buddy. Hey, hopefully having a lovely day. Happy holidays. I don't think I said it to you this week. Yumi says, yes, sadly for some reason, I like all characters, but personality, I want Xiao, because I agree, ever since I started this game that Xiao is going to be my main, so I regret not pulling for him on his banner. Interesting. Okay, yeah, Xiao is a little bit of an edgelord boy, but It makes sense. But also, I don't know. I hope in the story at some point, well, I don't know. Xiao, in hindsight, we've had actually a good bit of story opportunities where Xiao is kind of more than the sum of his parts, essentially. So even though he kind of comes across as a one-dimensional kind of like, ugh, can't believe you, kind of thing. Yeah, I think there's plenty of reasons for that, though. And again, his backstory makes sense, but again, it's just a lot. It's kind of like Official. Like, if Official didn't have the, like, I'm a queen and I'm better than you, trash, I would be okay with the I'm a queen part, you know? Like, Nin Wang's a great example, where, like, Nin Wang, I don't think, at least in my experience, she hasn't been like, you're trash, I hate you. If anything, she overvalues the Traveler, like, a lot. But yes, Nanny and Lone Syndicate, what do you guys require? Please let me know, and we'll go run over there and do that. Worst case scenario, I burn some resin, and we can go fight the one boss, this shitty Yunjin boss. Lone Syndicate says, easy. I went to sleep at 3 a.m. Woke up at 6 a.m. Then I did play my new game, ate something, and cleaned my room, and space watched your video on Combatants Will Be Dispatched. Proceeded, also thanks so much. Proceeded to watch the anime, and I can say I see what you mean in your video. But even still, I enjoy Six and Alice's banter back and forth along with the other characters from their unit. I like you, dude. Grim is the best. Lone Syndicate, fucking my man. Grim is the best. She's a total freak. She's a total weirdo, but she's not like a freak in a bad way. She's just a weird, sad kind of person. But she's awesome. I love Grim too. Grim is easily the best character in the whole show. But wait until you get to the ending, man. The ending really hooks you, and you're like, oh, wow, this is actually wholesome. But yeah, thank you so much. I'm happy I encouraged you to watch it a little bit. It definitely was one of those shows where I think you gotta hold down the fort until you get to the point where you're actually like, okay, I'm into these characters. I think it's also bad that, like, Konosuba is definitely, like, a really surprisingly well kind of executed idea with, like, a pretty heavy, thing to do. Can we do Resistance book domain? I hope Nanny went to that domain, wherever it is, because I don't know where it is off the top of my head. Red says, Elk Nola, I got an idea, and I say thanks for keeping the game alive for so long. Who are you talking about? Or who are you talking to? You're not talking to me, right? I didn't do anything. Yeah. Zemo says, are you saying Pello? What did I say? I was trying to say Pello. What did I say? Did I say something wrong? Raja says, I must say, fret not. One could say that Xiao has, for lack of better phrase, has fallen off in the current day's content, in particular with Abyss. It's true. But also, with that being said, though, what's his name doesn't really have a great artifact set. Varus Veneer is kind of like a medium thing. They don't really have a great, like, Animo DPS kind of set. It's always a support base, and there are DPS Animo characters, right? What do you call it? Do not take my crystal. Do not take my crystal. I thought you were about to jump at it. I was like, stop it. Stop it. All right, good. It's over here. Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head which one it is. Alone Syndicate says, watch the anime. Oh, right, I read that. You made it to episode 4. Yeah, episode 4. Nice. Yeah, what do you call it? Again, it's one of those ones where I feel like you might feel like you'll want to drop off of it, but I feel like that's the trap, because then you look back at it and be like, it was okay. But if you finish it, it's actually like, holy shit. And it was something of Resistance, right, Nanny? Resistance book into domain. That's not. It's valid. Nope, I didn't mean to back out. It's weird. Also, why have they not given us the ability to reinvest in, or like basically melt many artifacts into one thing? This makes sense. Resistance, right? Or resilience? Yeah, good. Go! But yeah, why haven't they given us the ability to like put more artifacts in the artifact level up bar? That's like one of the things I keep expecting, like, for it to come out, but nothing. Like, what the heck? We're getting like weird other buffs. Although I do like that the like weapon wheel kind of thing, or the action ability kind of wheel is getting tweaked, which is nice. Red says no Xiao slender alone. No Xiao slander allowed, but true. He is. He has. Sad. The meta you mean dropped off. I'll respect that. No slander allowed. That's fair. What's good, Felix? Felix says, "Hi, Mr. Grin. I'm a huge fan. Thank you so much. I don't know if I deserve it. Appreciate you. I've been a fan since Let It Die. And you've been a role model for me, and I appreciate it. Felix, oh boy, I'm gonna get crushed under that expectation. But I appreciate you, man. I don't know if I deserve any of your praise, but I very much appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'll try to live up to it. Oh, you needed to condense first. I see. I got you, Nanny. Lone Singer says, "True. Nin Wong values her friendship with the traveler in her voice sense." Oh, really? Oh, man, that was one of the things I never really realized how much wonderfulness is locked behind the voice lines. Like, that was when Itto came out, and I was like, I'm getting really excited for Itto. Fuck it, let me listen to the voice lines because I'm planning on, like, I'm for sure getting this guy. Even if, honestly, guys, I really underplayed my emotions. Even if he was shit, I was still probably buying him. Just because, I don't know, I'm at the point in Genshin where, like, I don't know, I just want to play a video game. You know, it got bad, I'll be honest. But yeah. But yeah, listening to the voice lines for Itto actually, like, gives you some deeper insight into the character, which was fun. I don't know why, a lot of people really liked Itto's, story. I liked it, like, the zone, but I don't know. I found the story was fine. I don't know if I would say it's like the best story I've experienced, but yeah, I thought it was good. But I've seen some people who loved it, like, who got, like, teary-eyed because of it, and I was like, what? I don't know. I missed that for sure. Oh God, please stop this. Felix says, "I'm so hyped that Mr. Grin is alive. What do you call it? We live all the time now, man. Hopefully we can see you more often. You've been nothing but positive for the experience that we've just had with one another. Thank you so much. Hope I can see you again." But yes, we stream every single day except for Wednesday and Monday. Yes, Monday. I don't even know my own schedule. And then on Saturday and Sunday we stream on Twitch, though, not on YouTube. So normally this will be on Twitch. But yes, I would love to see you there. This? Oh please. Oh, great. Actually, this is not the worst case scenario because I can put this down again. Do this. Do this. That's so sad. That normally does 50 some damage and now nothing. What a waste. Oh, pain. Seamote says, maybe it's the Canadian accent. Oh, what was I saying? Like Paulo or something? Palo? Is Palo sound weird? Weird. Because I can't, I always say, like, there's no such thing as a Canadian accent, but I'm sure that's what everyone feels like, because I have no idea what but I've heard other accents. And I like, the only thing that I think that is, like, there's, like, the American version of the Canadian accent, which is like, oh, hey, don't you know, kind of weird nonsense. But which is basically just Newfoundlanders. It's like in the same way that, I actually feel like it's a little less, because I feel like in the US side of things, you guys have, like, the South, essentially. Texas and all that, which people definitely have, like, the weird, iconic Southern accent, kind of American accent stereotype thing. But in Canada land, it's fucking one group of people that sound like that, and it's called Newfoundlanders, and they're one of the most lovely, kind people you'll ever meet in life. But they sound like just goddamn crazy people. Okay, we say that with love, but for sure as shit, that's the way it is. Okay. Lone Secret says, also, in the anime, even if I don't know it was made by the people who did Konosuba, I would have guessed it by the reference to it in the show, and Grimm was like, I wasn't really going to show you my... But, oh, yeah, and then yeah, makes sense. Makes sense, yeah. But also, that show doesn't pull punches. Like, Konosuba, I think, is still, like, relegated by like, certain things. Like, it doesn't want to, like, overly be gratuitous, essentially. But that show doesn't hold back. There's a one scene, I think it's episode, like, 7 or 8, where there's, like, it's blurred, but not blurred. You know what I mean? And it's not a woman. It's unfortunately 6. And it's like, oh, Jesus Christ. Seamote says, sounds like you're saying pillow and not pillow? Oh, yeah, no, I say pillow. I say pillow, not pillow. Pillow with an I? Yeah, no, I definitely say pillow, not pillow. I gotta make sure I put the not the eh. I guess that makes sense. Canadian A and more S than anything else. Felix says, maybe, but I just enjoy. That's too sweet, Felix. Lone Singing says, you better put a ring on it, cause after what you saw, I can't let you go on. I'm like, wow, this girl seems like a unique and cool, weird person. Yeah, and the fact that she comes back, yeah, man, she's immortal. Yeah, but also she can't wear shoes, which is just like, goddamn. What's good, Wolf? I hope you have a lovely day, Wolf. Thank you so much for stopping by. How is your holiday going? Red says, I gotta go to sleep. This has been a great time. Yeah, hope we can see you again, Red. We missed you here, buddy. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully excited for the future of Genshin honestly, frankly, 2022. I mean, again, it seems like every year now we have a death virus, looming overhead, which, wouldn't be a fucking New Year's without some good old trauma or whatever, but, anyways. But yeah, well, hopefully this year is also pretty chill. Frankly, I don't know if this one was chill. I feel like every year is just kind of, well, I'm not sure. Is it the adduction of the internet that's made everything more like visual, so we all know that crazy things are happening all the time kind of situation, maybe, who knows. Do. Oh, I don't have any stamina. I hate this domain because of that. It just rips apart your stamina. No good. Good news is that Itto doesn't consume stamina through his charge attacks, nor does he need stamina to do charge attacks, which is huge. Oh, there's more. I thought that was it. We'll do this. Felix says, good night, hope you sleep well. Yeah, to Red, yeah. Is there more? No, that's it? Okay. Oh my God, Secondly, how was your Christmas been? We've been missing you over here in this neck of the woods. How has your holiday been, Secondly? Hopefully you had a lovely time with your folks. Hopefully you got everything you could possibly desire. I'm curious, Secondly, what do you get for the holidays? Yumi says, every year is hard mission. It's a hard mission. Keep moving on and keep trying. Yeah, man. Well, Yumi, yeah, I don't know. A part of me thinks that, like, I don't know. The news is definitely, like, a little excessive all the time. Not to say that, like, it's not accurate, but just to say that, like, holy shit, it just seems like, I don't know. Maybe it's just that everyone's like, I don't know. You eventually get, like, numb, which is not good. I think Philip DeFranco talks about this to an extent, where he's just like, it's awful, but it's been awful every day for like 2 years, Oh, Carrie, are you in the chat? Because I don't want to invite you if you're a random person. Because if you're a random person, then you might come to my world, steal my shit, steal my potential Yunjin items. But if you didn't want to play, I'd let you in. Lone Singing says also she tried to put a curse on the girl, so it and then she stabbed her toe, but curse failed. Yeah, but yeah, her magic is just a nightmare. They're definitely Lone Singing, definitely odd, very weird. Singing says it was good. Some stuff packs for The Sims and things for my PC. Ooh, nice. Wait, so you got The Sims, a Sims pack? Okay, all right. What do you call it? That was one of those things that, like, I never knew how much like certain games made in terms of financial earnings. The Sims is one of those games that killed it. Like, just because it had like so many of these weird packs, they priced them up really hard, and they were very pricey. But happy to hear that you got all the things you hopefully wanted. Especially, man, that PC. I thought second you'd be like a whole new world, just like popping off, but I haven't heard you talk too much about it. Besides, you say I like it, I'm enjoying it. But I thought you'd be like, you can do this, you can do that. This game is amazing. The frame rate is fun. The Sims have a lot of I know, right? It's like 6 different kinds of DLCs, and all it's kind of expensive for like Sims-ish nonsense a little bit. I know Sims are lovely, enjoyable game, but. Definitely a lot of weird nonsense Simlish. Oh man, remember when like what is her name? Katy Perry did like Simlish, and it just seemed like why? Just what the fuck is happening, you know? Jeez. Felix says, GN guy, and again, thank you so much. You are a wonderful person who deserves all the praise, at least from me. You helped me with depression, and I will say you are around, or I'll see you around, Mr. Grant. Thank you for the absolute being you. Felix, you're better than I could ever deserve. Thank you so much for everything you said. I appreciate all of it. As much as I feel like it's hard to read because I'm like, this guy can't handle it. But I do appreciate it. It's the highlight of my day, frankly. You said so many sweet things. That's made my day. Thank you kindly. I appreciate it. Yumi says, when a random person joins your world while you're doing a domain, and I let them in, the soul, all your pearls, man. Exactly. Are you that, Yumi? Are you that person? Because if you're that person, I'll let you in. But if it's just a random person, I see them like. Also, it scales up the difficulty of the domain. So if you're not in the shit of it with us, then what are we doing? You know, then we're just having a harder time. While you're stealing my shit, it's a lose. Sega says, I always get some during the holidays since they are always half off. Oh, the Sims DLCs. I guess that makes sense for Steam, for like the sales and whatnot. That makes sense. Secondly, I went through with it. I bought not a $200 pillow, but unfortunately $150 or $156 pillow. So $160 pillow. I have not gotten it. Apparently, it's not in stock, which makes me feel better about my purchase. But I don't know if I would like to use it and know if I done goofed essentially. Good news is I'll use it for probably ever, because my current pillow I've been using for probably like 8 years, which some would say unhygienic and not good. You know, those people are judgy, and we don't like them here, okay? Again, if you guys ever want like a nightmare, like rabbit hole to go down to, makes Alice's whole rabbit hole nonsense story a cakewalk. It's the how much awfulness exists within your bed. Just nah. It's just stop it kind of shit, you know? It makes sense. You get it, I know. This, and through my cow, there we go. Run! Goddamn stamina! That's expensive. I know it's expensive. I know, a pain, but it's just sorry, I was like, I hope it's worth it. Again, if I was to rationalize my position, okay, it's like I won't be buying another pellet for 8 years, even if this one sucks. Even if my other one burns down, I will not buy another. I'm lying. I'll probably buy another pellet. I'm so sorry, but like sleeping is important, you know. Then there's people over in Japan who don't they sleep on like the floor or something, or is that just a fucked up stereotype? I don't know. They sleep on like looks like a tiny bed, like a very thin sheet essentially, with like a weird pillow. But also they may have like great posture. Who knows? Maybe it's not all that it's worked up to be. Not the pillow, just like beds and such. It's still expensive. I know it's still expensive. I know it's still expensive. Sagi says I'm doing, or I don't know how to talk about tech, so I just say it's good, and it runs. The game is quite good. Okay, perfect. Honestly, maybe it's the best. I'm expecting too much, probably. Let's go back down to the bottom. Ooh. Oh, no way, Sekiri, really? Sekiri says, also, I got Inno, and 50, at 54 pity on my alt account, so I need to start farming again in order to get my girl, fuck out, Sekiri, you're gonna love it, it's so fun, it's just awesome gameplay situation, you're gonna love it. Also, you're gonna be hopefully getting a. Well, I'm actually curious, Secretary. Are you gonna get a free Yunjin? Who are you gonna pick from the free 2.4 characters? Nanny says, I haven't gotten it yet. What do you mean? What? What do you mean? You haven't gotten Itto? Oh no. Oh no. Yumi says, no, I'm doing it. Okay, fair. Yumi says, but I would love to join you. Yeah, Yumi, hopefully in the future we'll play together. Although maybe if you're on, it depends on what neck of the woods you're in. Unfortunately, there's weird, like, server things. Second says, I would never pay more than $20 for a pillow. That seems like honestly too little. Honestly. How much do you pay for sheets? Because my sheets are also, they're amazing. But they're also, but that's the thing, man. Like I'm also like, some guys might be like, Granny, you're like, what's happened? But I'm like, no, guys, you don't realize I don't spend money on anything really. Like, I'm very hella conservative. So when I do spend money, I'm like, okay, I guess I'll buy one of these instead of 6, you know. But my sheets are also expensive. That's why I was like, do you guys know how expensive like sheets are? And it could just be that also, well, no, I think it's just sheets. I think like decent good sheets that are like breathable and whatnot and last a good long time are pretty expensive. With that being said, though, I'm also like, I really am meticulous and frustrated about like clothing, essentially. Like, so if like there's a piece of clothing that has a certain like cotton fabric to it, it's super scratchy and it kind of becomes really uncomfortable for me. I'm not sure if you guys are the same way, but like there's certain clothes that like feels like sandpaper on my skin, and I'm being a little exaggerative, but yeah. We're gonna do this. We're gonna quickly wait and do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna chuck this. Melee, melee, melee. Wind up it, wind up it, wind up it. There's more? No, that's it. Second says, my sheets are around $50. Yeah, see, my sheets are $120. So that's why I was like, the pillow doesn't seem that far off from really crazy good sheets. I bet you would just fucking just be out, knocked unconscious. My sheets are so soft, and but also, I also have like an abnormal body heat, so I specifically have to find sheets that breathe like a motherfucker, essentially. And also I have that weird, like, I like something that's soft. But also, again, you use sheets every day of your life, so like, to me, I'm like, people will spend money on like a frappuccino or something that's like will add up to, in a year you've spent like $500 on a weird frappuccino. And my dumb ass has spent an eighth of that, etc., on some nice longevity-like things. I'm weirdly getting defensive because I'm like, no, it's not a bad purchase. Also, Sagdi says, ew, Noel. Well, Roger was really soaking it in when we were going Geo Supremacy, which was fun. I didn't even know you were going for Itto Nanny. I hope you get him, buddy, because he's a blast, especially with Yunjin. Like, the thing with Itto, which was weird, is you're hoping to get some Garu, but I feel like if you got Itto and Yunjin, you'd probably be able to still have a fun time, you know? At least you get Geo Resonance and stuff like that. Oh, so we probably should keep going. You're out of resin, says Nania. You're out of resin. Do we got? We're probably running out of time. Probably pretty soon here. Let's go to my cash in my things. I was gonna do a little bit of the dog thing, but we might do that on Tuesday. Some Genshin stuff there. Nania and Lone Syndicate, love you to bits. Lone Syndicate, I don't know. You never replied, I don't think, with something that you needed to get done. So hopefully, if you do need to get stuff done, then we'll just do it on Tuesday. But I need to go cash in my daily commissions, which I almost forgot about. Seamote says, sleeping situation feels like an important thing to invest in, though. Yeah, fucking my boy, Seamote. Hell yes. Validation. Thank you, kind. That's all I needed. It's one person to believe in me. Yeah, we're over here. So he says, my pillow are orthopedic, and they were $20. Yeah, but see, what does that mean? What does it really mean? There's a lot of like key buzzwords that chuck on that shit. Is it soft? I imagine. Well, I don't know. It could be like some sort of like one of those weird things where they're like, this is like the new iteration of stretch tech. And they're like, yeah, I guess, but it doesn't, it's what? Yeah, it could not be necessarily worth it, but for me it is. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I've been hanging on to this forever for no reason. And at this point it's bothering me. claim advanced adventure war rank. So oh my god, we leveled up twice. Who'd have thought? We're at adventure rank 8. I thought okay, well, it's been a while, honestly, since I've cashed that in. So boom, adventure rank 8. Boom. I can't believe we're 2 away, which is to say half a year away to the next jump. But that's insane. I never thought at all I would get that close. We are literally about to, well, not about, again, if I look at the thing right now, I can go back up here. Yeah, we are at 26k out of 300,000. So still a good bit, but again, we're just trucking along, maybe we'll make it out, but that's crazy. Yumi says, like fought some reason when I got Garu, I stopped pulling for Ido, so I made one more pull and got Ido on my 20th pull, and that is C3 Garu. Nice, man. Yeah, the Garu, it's funny because Ido, you only really need one version of Ido, but people are like, it's one of those banners where like, I don't actually want any more Idos. I wouldn't be upset by it, but I really want Garus, and people keep going, and then you just keep getting that 4-star pain. No luck, nothing. Especially considering the banner has Barbara on it, and yes, Xiangling, but everyone has a free Xiangling, and Xiangling's been on a lot of good banners with characters, I think, like Ball and whatnot. So she's a scary character because she's been kind of so constant in good banners. So most people at this point have a lot of Xiangling, or at least one Xiangling. And honestly, people talk up Xiangling's constellation as a lot. Her 4th is her only really decent one, frankly. But it does like drastically increase her ult. But most things don't last like 2 sweeps of her ult to where, you know, yeah. But yeah. Nanny says, I'm out of resin. Second says, but you know, Mexican peso is cheaper, so $50 is expensive in pesos. Oh, okay. Is it really that? I don't think it's that far behind Canada. Canada, we're like, I think, I want to say like 3, I don't know. We're good, but behind American dollars. Also, I need to spend my thing before I forget. Guys, this has been one of the chillest streams we've had in a hot minute. I quite enjoyed it. Also, again, unfortunately, this will be the video for today's stream. That's why in the beginning I was trying to like actually like point out the new shit, and then we kind of got talking, and then I kind of went out the window. But yeah, let's also buy this as much as we can. But yes, unfortunately, there will not be. This will be the video on YouTube for today. On Monday, there'll be a brand new edited video for your enjoyment. But yes, I just thought I'd let you guys know that, just so in case you're like, oh, we're waiting for a video up tonight. Forgive me, but this is what you get. But yeah, I'm gonna try to pace myself a little bit because I wanted to have actually a pretty. I want to see if I wanted to actually play a video game just for fun, which I haven't. Well, I've always done that, but not just with like no expectation for making a video, which who knows, maybe I'll end up making a video about this game, but who knows. Anyway, I'll do this and we'll just chill down. We'll just chill right here for a hot minute. Happy Ido. This, there we go. Clean, perfect. Ooh, Nanny says, that's my Noel. Fuck off. Ew, are those? Yumi says, yeah, only two more to go. Congrats, nice. Yeah, I know, but yeah, those 2 more. Yumi is gonna be a millennium. Lone Singing says, I've never really spent money on a pillow and sheets. Most I spent on a pillow was like $25, but when I can get a good sleep in any condition, like I've slept on a flight of stairs and slept fine. Jealous. Hella jealous. I've been able to shut my tongue out. But man, I've always had right now I'm actually in a really good place of like sleeping. I found a way to quiet the mind a little bit, relax, just like cook on through, you know? Sector says $1 is 21 pesos. Lol. So 50 is like around 1k pesos. God damn. Okay, so yeah, that's a hot bit. Holy shit. God damn, seconding. Ayumi says, it was a pleasure to join you this day, but now I have to go. Bye. Thank you so much for stopping by, Yumi. You've been 1 in a million, buddy. Hopefully I can see you again. Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate you. It's fun talking with you. But ladies and gentlemen, we got 4 minutes. I'll just stand here awkwardly looking at you for 4 whole minutes. It'll feel like an hour, I promise. No. Also, hey, for the people who are here who missed it, aka Sakity, hey, check this out. Wait. Check this out. Look at this. Why is it wet? That was like sticky. What is that? Anyways, look at this. Also, I said this in the beginning of the stream. This is the hardest thing I've ever touched. Okay? Not this. This. I don't know what it is. It's like sandpaper. Like this is this. Just like, you know, gloss. What is that? Like, okay, I can even show you like the dipping point. Okay, ready? You can immediately hear the scratch of this. Like, look. Fine. Absolutely fine. What the fuck? You can hear like the scratchy shit. It's so rough. Not the hardest thing I've ever felt. The roughest thing I've ever felt. Yeah, but it's a nice mug, right, Second? I was waiting for you to hype me up with this. You always supported my weird hobby of collecting cups. So thank you. I'm excited for 2021, man. 2022. Because apparently there's going to be some nice changes on YouTube. Because one of the things that I'm regretting right now is streaming on Twitch, we can actually rate people. But unfortunately, we can't do that over on good old YouTube yet. Hopefully we can do it. But we'll see. Also, Natty says, just got a 29 crit damage plum. But it's not the new healing set. Wait, what? So you actually, is that a good thing or not? What do you mean? What's plum? Is that the plum? Is that the healing set, right? But it's not the new. Oh, but it's. Oh, sorry. But it's on the new healer. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I misread. Yeah, nightmare. You got an amazing critical damage scaling thing on a healer set. Lovely, great. So I guess I got another off piece. Yeah, isn't that great? How to play? I love mug. Yeah. Ooh, it's a feather. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That sucks. Usually your off pieces are assigned to critical crowns, and maybe geo things, right? Typically. Also, man, we get. It's kind of weird. Like there's always a shit ton of bots whenever we play in Genshin. But also, it's not like a weird intrusive bot. You know, sometimes they throw a link at you and they're like, go check out click on my profile and see my booba. All this stuff. And you're like, get away from me. What's happened? Also, I scratched so much there. But now it's just this weird tech thing nonsense. You know, don't Google that in any way. But yeah, as far as there's no link, there's no nothing. Unfortunately, those fuckers keep going in my comments. I think it's because there is a tag that I use that on like old content that I think fucks with me with current content to some extent, which is just wishing. So I think I constantly reuse the same template. So that old template is what we're using for what I used, I think, way back when we were wishing for Itto. So it has wishing in the tags, and I think whenever wishing is in the tags, this bot finds whatever wishing is and then posts it there. I think it's because it's like, these are bad spenders. These are people who have like gambling addict behavior, so they'll look into this and they'll have they're the more vulnerable people that we're trying to predatorize, whatever it would be. You know what I'm trying to say. But yes. But ladies and gentlemen, I love you to bits. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day. We will be not streaming on Monday. Well, we will be streaming on Tuesday, and then we'll take it off Wednesday as we always do. Again, nothing else has changed. By the way, we will be streaming next week, I think, unless there's some sort of weird affirmation, weird hiccup like that happened this time around. But we will be streaming on Saturday and Sunday over at Twitch. That's not changed. I just wanted to do this because Twitch doesn't give me the ability to permanently archive something, and these are always something that I also felt like I always ended up. It was weird. I always ended up like making a voiceover video, editing the shit out of it, just regurgitating stuff that everyone's already talked about and seen. And to me, I thought that just fits so much better in a stream, so we can get excited together. We can see the cool things and kind of talk about what the community itself is excited for and the consensus of what people are wanting. Like, I don't know if I would have really gotten a gist on how many people are super excited for Ninhuang's skin or Ching's skin if I wasn't streaming with you guys and you guys weren't talking to me about it, you know? But alas, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you guys do enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you so much, and hopefully, I can see you once again. So there, what do you call it? There's no subscribe buttons around me. There's also, unfortunately, I could upload a video, but I just kind of want to see if I can do this to myself. If I can just say, this is the only video that's getting uploaded. And not feel like I'm dying. Because a part of me is like, but I anyways. I wish you guys the best. Thank you so much for putting out with me. I'm very excited for 2.4, and I hope you are as well. And yeah, expect some fun content to come this week. It's all primed and ready to go. Appreciate you immensely, and hopefully I can catch you on the next stream. Thank you so much, and goodbye, my friends.